So professional. Didn't even set up my other camera. I didn't prep the tins either. I forgot to put my apron on as well. My God. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. That is how people start videos. You know that moment when you are just chilling out, scrolling through Pinterest and looking at cottages from the English countryside and cute outfits, and then you click on one thing that's kind of tangentially related, and then you go down an entire rabbit hole, and then like suddenly you have committed mentally to making a 4-tier wedding cake? You know that feeling? Welcome to my brain. Welcome to this week's video. I do normally do sewing and or sewing adjacent crafting usually on this channel, but this week I wanted to take a break from sewing and make a wedding cake. That's what I feel like doing. So I hope you'll indulge me and come hang out. Let's do some baking. Let's talk cake. We were talking about cake before, yes, but let's talk specifically this cake, okay? Let's talk about the plan. The plan is this. This is what I'm going to attempt to do. The chances of it looking like this, just non-existent, but we've got something to aim for. Shoot for the stars, right? Or is it aim for the moon and then you might land among, I don't know what the saying is. I absolutely love lemon blueberry. So the plan is we do layers of stacked cakes, obviously. In between each of the cakes, I'm going to do a lemon drizzle. And then on top of that, we're going to put a blueberry jam and then a Swiss buttercream frosting. Then we have to do all of the stacking. I believe dowel is involved. Some straw things are involved. The cakes will need to be supported because of all the weight of the cake coming down. So there's a lot of structural stuff that has to come into it. I'm getting a little overwhelmed the more I'm talking about it. I hope it's tasty. All right, let's go shopping. Cake. I went to a cake decoration supply store to find the structural pieces and decorating tools. Basically, the whole reason I wanted to make this was I saw these piping tips on Instagram, which just look so fun to use. Unfortunately, I was about to find out that these are a very specific specialty tool and you can only order them online here. Oh dear, I cannot find the ruffle one. All right, let's go with, okay, good. Let's go that one. I did, however, find dowel, cake boards, and food dye, so all was not lost. I then made the first of many trips to the supermarket to get my ingredients. So the sugar comes in 2 kilo bags, but the flour only comes in 1 kilo bags. What is wrong with this picture? Cake board. This is to put the cake on top of. Hopefully this is thick enough to hold the cake once it is compiled. I watched a tutorial on how to stack a cake. They had these things that lay it up in between the cakes and they were talking about how you have to cut out the middle of it. I got ones where you just poke out the middle of it, and that's where the dowel will go. It's hard to explain, so here is my very informative diagram of how the dowels and the cake boards support the weight of the cake. This one doesn't need to be here, I didn't buy that. Thomas also thought that this would be really good for doing deep dish nachos in, so it's got multiple purposes, so I don't feel super bad about spending $20 on that. I swear to God, I hadn't even finished opening the door, and the biggest fly just straight in. We never accidentally have butterflies coming in. That's how I know that flies are malicious. Hang on. Okay, I have settled on just leaving the back door open for a little bit in the hopes that it accidentally finds its way out. Another one just came in. I feel so defeated. Oh, we have a continuation error. Hang on, it's continuity, that's how you say it, isn't it? It's officially afternoon. Oh my God, I haven't done anything. We've got some yeggs, butter. Butter, couldn't sound more Australian, could I? Snack. Oh, I kind of regret that. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad when I have to juice these. I forgot that I don't have a juicer anymore. I should have done a transition. Maybe imagine that I did that. Preheat the oven, that's a good start. Let me in. Washed and mostly dried. If there's cake left over, I'll put it also in the teeny tiny one. Watch me lose all of my new subscribers. Everyone who came here because I did sewing and now I'm like, hey, let me ruin that by doing some terrible baking content. All right, we have our butter, buttered cake flour. Oh, horrible sound. There we go. Move them around. I have bad news for you. I'm not one of those people who can crack an egg with one hand. I don't understand it. It's always a, damn it. I dropped some shell in. Oh, it's slimy. Oh, I hate it. Excellent. Oh, it said open other side. Oh my God. I haven't had to open a milk carton in a really long time because we buy oat milk and it has a screw top. No, let me in. Oh no, we're low on vanilla. Oh, come on. 3 cups of cake flour or 340 grams. Digital scale. The fly is back. Oh yeah, don't tell anyone. I rarely use a sieve. 470 grams of sugar. My God, it's a lot of sugar. That bag's empty. Why did I keep that? 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Katra. This is my lovely KitchenAid. Sorry, I have to yell over it. It's pretty loud. I forgot to zest the lemons. This is a weird way of making a cake. It's kind of missing the bottom there. Oh wait, now I'm meant to add things. Add the egg in 3 bits and then mix until just combined. We're just gonna it in. This is so much cake batter. It looks so bad. Okay, so I'm only gonna fill that 3/4 of the way because otherwise it's gonna overflow, I assume. Look at it. What a sad cake batter. God damn it, I didn't seal the tins properly. They're leaking everywhere. Oh my God, it won't close. Oh, we're off to a really good start. Okay, well, while those are sort of cooking, let's do the lemon simple syrup that we're gonna brush on the cakes. Look, I know I should use a chopping board, I know. Do you know how much juice you can get from 1 lemon?
About 2 to 3 tablespoons of juice.
How many tablespoons are in a cup?
1 cup is equivalent to 16 tablespoons.
Oh no, that's not good. That's 8 lemons. Yep, should have bought a lemon juicer. More lemons. Oh, come on. I hate this cake. It started to pull a little bit at the edge, so. Clean, cool, done, all right. The zest is done. I succumbed and put on shorts because it is too dang hot. I also put on the aircon, so apologies, we're gonna hear some feedback. Also, that fly has been coming around again, but now he's moving silently. And I have a feeling that that means they can turn on and off their sound at will. He's being very sneaky now. Let's turn that off for now. Oh yeah, actually I should probably check if this is ready yet. No, it's not, it's really not. No, you stay away from my cakes. I see you. All right, simple syrup time. 3. So that's done. I will set that aside to cool. I will turn off the camera because Alf's about to start barking because there are children outside. Look how badly this has sunk. We'll just leave that there for a bit. And we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna get that cake out somehow. Gently. Oh, that smells good. Oh, these are gonna stain. We are gonna have ants. Oops. 1/4 and a bit. Gotta say, I felt pretty proud of myself for making my own jam. Turns out it's really easy. Oh, it's splashing. Nope, don't spill. Oh no, it's spilling. We got jam. Pretty good. At this point, I told a very long-winded story about that time that I had a peanut butter dealer and I would use these jars to pick up 1 kilo of peanut butter every 3 or so weeks. That's how much I like peanut butter. This is going in the fridge. I am going to the couch and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. Yes, it is actually morning because I had the good sense to clean up the kitchen last night so that we would be ready to film in the actual morning. We had some learnings from yesterday, so the oven temperature should be lower. Those tins, this one where I was like, oh, I didn't close it enough, so it dripped all through the oven. Oh God, I didn't clean the oven. This, excuse me, will not seal more than what I had done. We also learned not to fill it 3/4 of the way full, half. We're gonna fill them half. So today, I think I want to get started with the vegan cake. Oh yeah, did I mention that I decided to make a miniature vegan version for Thomas because this wasn't enough of a challenge as it is. So you could make a drinking game, by the way, out of the amount of times I say so. I wouldn't recommend it though. So, damn it. That was an accident. That was not a bit. Vegan cake, I'm gonna get the ingredients from memory and then I'll check the recipe. Okay, ingredients. I have no idea where I was standing. Here are the ingredients. I'm gonna go get the recipe. Oh my God, hilarious. Don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. I forgot flour. I'm doing so good at this. So like and subscribe for more really professional, top-notch baking content. All my mixing bowls are gigantic. I'll put the ingredients here, I guess, maybe. Should I have done that for the first one? Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. All right, let's get to weighing and baking and scooping and all the things. So professional. Didn't even set up my other camera. I didn't prep the tins either. Nuttalex for this one. I forgot to put my apron on as well. My God. So the thing about making a cake this large is that someone needs to eat it at the end. Never mind. 1, you have to say it out loud. Otherwise, like, I'm not gonna remember. 3, I would do this even if I wasn't filming. 5. Luckily this weekend happened to be my parents' wedding anniversary lunch. Hang on. Did I double the recipe or 1.5 it? I didn't mean to double it. I thought I was gonna do 1.5. So I decided to bring the completed 4-tier wedding cake to their celebration lunch without warning them. Oh wow, this may have actually worked perfectly. Huh? Okay, so this one is pulling away from the edge. It's springing back. I'm gonna count that as done. Yes. Oh, I have to label them when I put them in the freezer. Do not let me forget. I need to make sure that we know which ones are Tom's. I have lost track of how long the cake has been in the oven. I just keep extending the timer by like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know, maybe like an hour or so at this stage. Let's have another look and see if it's ready yet. Yes, we did it. That's the vegan one done in the freezer. I think it just fell out. Yes. Excuse me. I'll just, yay. Ingredients transition. Did I do it? Oh, it was not worth it. Eggs. Oh, not this milk. It's my level of professionalism that you come here for, I think, so. I forgot my apron. Let's get some butter. It's the T. Water, butter. That's what it is. It's that I don't pronounce the T. I say water and butter. How would you spell that? Butter. Laziest mouth in the world. There we go. Yay. Oh no, I just remembered that my stepmom has quit sugar. I'll have to bring her a strawberry or something. She's gonna be so mad that I bring a whole cake. Now, by the way, I know that you can calibrate these, but it just doesn't seem to be working. I have turned it all the way one way, I've turned it all the way another way. It makes no difference. I did the thing where I put the coin in the bottom and see if it moves the coin. Wouldn't do it. It just works as well as it works. 226, come on. Nice. Mad butter skill. I felt really bad about that. I didn't like it. Yes, good job. That was nice and lucky. Whoa, splash. No spilling, so that's good. They're still getting a dome top, even though it was only set to 120 degrees, and they kind of look like scrambled eggs. Oh, that one's done. Just realized I didn't have an afternoon coffee. That's getting a bit late. I don't think that needs to stop me. Let's have coffee. Let's make another batch of batter. Oh. Okay, look, at this stage, you know how the cake batter gets made. You've seen it. So let's do a quick little, let's do it with magic, okay? Oh, look how flat it is this time. So good, so flat. Yes, yes, it's working. I'm just like leaving the tap running and trying to talk over it. Stupid. So as long as nothing goes wrong with those cakes, I'll probably see you tomorrow. Good morning. I think today is making tons of frosting day. So lemon Swiss meringue buttercream is what we're making. It has 6 large egg whites in it. And so I bought a carton of 18 eggs. I didn't even know they sold them this big because I thought I'll do 3 portions probably, but I misread it and I didn't realize we were just using egg whites. What am I gonna do with 18 egg yolks? I'm gonna have to make some custard maybe, and maybe some carbonara. That's so much eggs. Tom doesn't eat them. I'm gonna be eating them. Here's what I'm thinking. We do 1 portion of it, see how that looks, how much that makes, and then we decide if we're doing another 2 portions, which we probably are. And we need to make the vegan one as well. Sugar. Freshly squeezed lemon juice. Oh my God, I have to squeeze more lemons. A pie dish would be heat proof, right? Okay, don't at me for how this looks. We don't use this one. I didn't even know we had this. I'm gonna use this as my little simmer dish. That'll work, okay. I've definitely seen a thing that said that you should break eggs on like a flat surface, otherwise they'll crack weirdly, but I'm gonna say my experience is the opposite. That gives me a much better horizontal line doing it on something kind of, no! I'm pretty sure if you get any yolk into the white, it doesn't fluff up properly. I think proportion-wise, that's very little yolk for how much white's gonna be there, so it's probably fine. I'm wondering if maybe the pie dish wasn't the best idea. Okay, nope, that's not gonna work. This thing, I can't get it out without touching the fry pan. Look at this texture, it's so mucusy. So we need this to be warm and for the sugar to have dissolved, apparently. This looks like the prop they would use in Alien for like the saliva or something. This looks like a movie special effects tool, don't you think? Also, I looked at the recipe later and this is not how you should do it. Here is how you should do it. 290, my God, cake's terrible for you. So it says that you have to like rub it between your fingers to see if, oh no, see there's granules left, I understand. Oh, disgusting. Is this not the most awkward attempt at cubing butter you have ever seen? Oh. There are some little bits of cooked yolk in there. It's probably fine. I ate it. You know how there are just some textures that just get you? Egg whites is one of mine. All right, so I think that we let this whisk for 5 minutes until it's fluffy and cooled, and then we add the butter. I wouldn't, well, like I'd kind of call it fluffy, but I wouldn't really say that's super fluffy. That looks like frosting. That looks really bad. Like instantly separated. Okay, my stand mixer is extremely warm now, but I think that this worked. And I think we need to make a lot more of it. Is this frosting worth it as opposed to buttercream? I will say part of the reason I wanted to do this one is because it said in the recipe that a Swiss buttercream can hold its shape better than a regular buttercream and may not melt so quickly in the heat. And considering it's going to be 38 degrees on Sunday, I'd really like it to not melt in the car. I know it wouldn't be as smooth, but I feel like it'd be better if it had lemon zest in it. Another 2 of this might not even be enough. All right, I'm gonna do all that again and then I will make a buttercream. I'll just come back with the buttercream, that's what I'll do. Yep, that's how we'll do the transition. Okay, bye. I know it's loud, the mix is on. I was gonna do a cool little transition, obviously, but yeah, that's what I would call fluffy. That might be why the frosting didn't look quite right. Whoops, we'll see if this one's kind of different. Yeah, that looks like a meringue. I remembered what it is. It was the egg yolk. Look, I'm sure it's still edible. Swiss buttercream number 2 done. Sorry, no transition. Buttercream. I'm just about out of butter and I have clearly more that I need to make. So I'm gonna make a regular buttercream for the next one. Then I have to make the vegan buttercream. And then I think I am done making buttercream for today because I'm sick of saying the word buttercream. And honestly, in the end, they kind of look the same and they taste the same. So I don't think it made a big difference that this one fluffed up and the other one didn't. Buttercream time. I said it again. I don't know if you're meant to put milk in or not. I feel like you put like a tablespoon of milk in. Plonk. Much better. That's the last one of the frostings for today. God, I've eaten so much frosting. I will see you tomorrow for construction day. Bye. According to the recipe, you could freeze these cakes ahead of time for up to a month and you just need to defrost them a few hours before you work with them, so that is what I did. Good morning. We have our additional lemons, icing sugar, and butter, just in case. I am overwhelmed already. I didn't sleep very well. I also dreamt that the cake was finished, but it was covered in ants. I'm so worried that I don't have enough frosting. And how am I going to get the colors? I need to do them in batches, so I don't know. In all of my being frazzled, I don't know if I mentioned that I found a recipe for lemon curd which uses 10 egg yolks. So I just have to try and like fish 2 out of there, I think. We will make lemon curd. It's gonna be fun, this is fun. We're having fun. I feel like this whole video is mostly just me zesting lemons, very sadly juicing them by hand. Actually, I edited most of it out, but I ended up zesting and juicing by hand about 16 lemons. No! I need to take this opportunity to sincerely apologize for the lighting today. It was 38 degrees. Oh my gosh. When I finished up the other day, my thumb right here was hurting so much. And I couldn't figure out why on earth my thumb hurt so much just from baking. I just figured out what it is. Gross. Oh, it's gonna be so hard not to cook this when I add in hot lemon to it. Oh, that was quick. Okay, simmering. Whoops. Let's hope this is what it's meant to look like. It's so orange. Oh, I probably should have mentioned, the lemon curd is to go in between the layers of the cakes. Oh, tart. That is without a doubt the tangiest lemon curd I've ever had. All right, let's go. We're starting construction. It's happening. Oh, that's not straight. Oh dear, okay. Oh, it's really off. Well, that looks better. If I just hold my hand still and rotate the cake, and then we'll just kind of go along that line. I think I did it. Yeah, nervous. So this part we'll do pink and this part we'll do purple. Yeah, I'm gonna need more to be able to decorate this. 9, 17, 18. So that's that one done. I want to get like an edge of frosting around here to keep the jam in. Oh, we're getting into it now. And then this one. See, who needs a turntable? I've got a plate, it's fine. That's nearly the crumb coat done, I think. Oh dear. We may have picked the wrong inspiration. I probably should have gone for like a much messier looking cake. No, come back. I probably should have watched a tutorial on how to get smooth frosting. It's just got so many air bubbles. That might be the best that I'm gonna get. Next up, the tiny cake. We have our base.
And what I mean by apologising for the lighting is that I had to have the house entirely shut up because it was so hot outside, and our air conditioning does basically nothing. So the lighting is just real shiny, and throughout the day I personally get shinier because of all of the sweat.
The crumb coat is supposed to be really thin. You're supposed to chill it apparently before you put the next layer on. I'm gonna be the first to say it. I have been overly ambitious with this project.
So yeah, I'm not good with colour theory anyway, and I have absolutely no idea how the designer of this cake managed to get these deeply pigmented colours. I really tried, and all I ended up with was this kind of play school looking purple, which I kind of hate, although I realise now that it looks just like my tattoo.
So we're definitely putting this one top down because of all of the holes in it.
I realised that this would be a good opportunity to do some practicing for the piping, and unfortunately this was the best piping I did on the entire cake, I think. This was when I found out that you can't just put simple syrup on top of a cake and then put the frosting on top of that. It creates a sort of barrier, and so the simple syrup really needs to soak in first. So I fixed that for the future ones.
I feel like I am just now comprehending what a silly idea this was. Do you know, I don't even like frosted cakes. I like a glazed cake with a little drizzle. Yes. Yes, I know, I'm sorry.
Seriously though, I might actually be colourblind. I used to disagree all the time with my colleagues about whether someone was wearing blue or grey. I can rarely tell them apart.
That one's stuck to it, so it can just stay there. Simple no, I already did that one. No. I don't think anyone in my family likes frosting. No one even likes cake that much. No, I put my finger in it. Good enough. You're supposed to measure it out, but middle-ish. So we only want it to go to about there. My scissors are not going through that. I have tools for this. Oh, please don't fall over. Gravity, take the wheel. That was really anticlimactic. Just kind of gently lowered itself. Oh, it's so heavy. That's just the little one. I think cake should be more expensive now. Yeah, I'm really not good at piping. Wow. This is my best effort. It's so stupid and little. Oh my God, it's so stupidly tall. I feel like a tired explorer on an expedition of just day 493. Morale is low. The men grow weak and weary. Pretty good. Our standards have dropped during this process. I hope you have noticed. Good stuff. Oh, okay, here we go. We can do it. Yes! Huh? There's no way we're going to be able to transport this. There's just no way. It's a little bit leany, but not bad. So we'll try on this one first, and then we'll do that one. And I'm even going to get my reference image. That's how much I care about this. I'm gonna at least look at it. My God, that's complicated frosting. Why did I think I could do that? Oh my God, it's so much more complicated than I thought. Wow. Yeah, I don't have enough frosting to do that. Okay, you ready? It's gonna be fine. Did that seriously just die? Oh my God, my little camera just died. We're really low on batteries, which is not your problem, but it's just, it affects you because I don't have a second camera now, so apologies.
It was at this point that I realised how much of a mistake it was that I didn't get a coupler so that I could change the tips, because I had to extrude the icing out of every bag in order to change the tip. It's not a good system, don't do this. I had to go with this really fine piping tip, and the first one went so well, so I got really overconfident and it was downhill from there.
No!
Genuinely, it is a hot mess. It's actually quite embarrassing. I will say though, I think the lemon zest in the icing didn't help.
Why'd you double down on it? Why did you keep going when it wasn't working? Why would you do that?
I probably should have explained that the coupler is a connection piece that allows you to change the frosting tips of a piping bag, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it coupler? Coppola? Sophia Coppola?
This is why you have a turntable, because guess what? I can't spin it anymore. Oh, wow. It's really starting to look like the wish.com version of that cake. I'm at the ruining it stage. What temperature is it right now?
36 degrees.
There you go, it's 6:40 p.m. and it's 36 degrees. I straight up need this cake to chill a bit, so I'm gonna try and put it in the fridge myself. This may potentially be the end of the video, so if this tumbles to the floor, thanks for being here, I'll see you next week. But if we make it, we will continue frosting this. Deal? Huzzah! I did it. It has been a rather long day. Thomas is currently picking us up some burgers and chips. No! That one landed in Alf's water bowl. The point is, I'm gonna sign off for tonight, and I'm going to finish these tomorrow morning before we pack them into a box and attempt to move them in 38-degree weather. Bye. I'm eating my cereal out of my teacup today because I have used all of the bowls. I've used most of the Tupperware containers, most of the dishes in this whole house. Let's finish this cake. Yeah, okay, do you know what? It's not too bad. Reference image. God, mine's not gonna look anything like this. Stop being so terrible. No, oh, it's so bad. Let's try this pink one. Oh no, the tip came off. Not the worst. Are you ready for this big brain event? It only works because there are 2 bags of this one because I cut one stupid.
The logistics of trying to make the right amount of each colour frosting, needing to colour match the additional batches, of which there were several, and struggling to change the tips when they got stuck in the bag and my hands were covered in frosting was just about too much for my small, smooth brain to handle.
Sorry, Alf. The little poop on top.
I don't know what compelled me to add that feature. It's not on the original. And when my brother saw it, he also said, hey, a little poop on top.
It's done. I present to you the most ridiculous thing I have ever attempted to make, and I am never doing this again. We are attempting to construct a cake box because they don't sell them big enough for this cake, which is worrying because that kind of suggests that you shouldn't move cakes this big. I dropped the tape in his water. Oh, it's a paper-based tape too. We can use these bits for reinforcement. All right, let's try. We're about to ruin all of my hard work. I can feel it. All right, let's go. I nearly slanted it just then. I felt myself tip it. Oh my God, how am I gonna get it out of the box?
Oh my God!
It lived!
Be careful. Paper cut.
No, frosting.
Oh!
Oh yeah, that's good.
Hey, look at that.
Wow, oh my gosh.
Holy shit.
Happy anniversary!
Also, apologies for the lighting and the upcoming audio. Why did I think that I could film the outro in my family home? We have a very loud family. Just ignore it.
All right, cake time.
Yeah, there's another bloke, the green process. Who dropped off my salt?
It's not bad.
You guys, you see the lemon?
I see the lemon curd. Just another 6 kilos of cake to go.
Leave a comment.
Thomas, did you get a shot of the cake as it is, like whole?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
We didn't get a
Maybe,
thumbnail.
maybe.
Anyway, I will see you next week for more sewing. Bye!